Welcome to a special improv gameplay Duskruin edition. We are in the landing, and I wanted to do a couple sewer runs and see how that goes this year. So in order to get there, of course, if you watch my other Duskruin video, you can use the wagon or you can just use QTD. All right, now that we're here, I'm going to be using a script called dr_sewers. There are a couple of them. dr sewers, the original one was last updated, looks like 8/15. Today's the 16th, so this is the recent one. So we're going to go ahead and download that one. All right, now that we got that done, let's see if there's any setup options. Okay, so there are some variables that need to be set. So it looks like it needs an event sack, a loot sack, and a keep sack. So in order to change this for event sack, SimuCoin set event sack equals, and I have my vouchers in my sack right now. All right, all that is together. And now I'm going to look into my sack. All right, I've got a bronze voucher booklet. I'm going to look at that. I've got 4 entries left. I've also got a couple individual ones that I get from the monthly SimuCoin claim. If you haven't done so already, definitely catch my main Duskruin video. It goes over collecting SimuCoins, getting entries, etc. and so forth. You can actually trade those entries. So if I have alts, they can just give those entries to my main character, and I can run everything on Jara. All right, so it looks like I'm going to have 12 runs. So we've got the script, we've got it set up. We're going to go ahead and do dr_sewers. So one last time, it tells me these are the variables: sack, cloak, pack. Sack's going to be where my entries are. Cloak is where all my general treasure goes. And pack is anything special, I guess. We're going to go ahead and unpause, and it's going to run pretty quickly. So it goes to room 23759. Gets out the booklet, gives one to the guard. Pretty much you could just enter the entryway. So you see here you're getting roughly, 29 blood script, 28 blood script. If you do a full, complete run of the arena, one entry is going to net you about 300 blood script. You may get a little less, a little more here and there running the sewers. It'll definitely be faster. You're also going to get quite a bit of loot, just random oddball loot. And see, as soon as it gets done, you get washed out, and then it'll run back to the start and start again. So let's look in the cloak so far to see what some of the loot has been dropping. I've done a couple runs. Not a lot, actually, but just a couple. One of the cool things about this particular event is all the loot that you find, you can use the recall verb on it. So if I get this out right here, and I do recall weapon, it'll actually tell me 28 days left on this one. It's got a bonus of +20. It tells me the weight, the metal, the difficulty, etc. and so forth. Let's take a look at this one over here, the acid pitted one. So this one is actually infused with the power of a flaming substance. So this one's got fire flares, it looks like. All right, so we're going to go ahead and resume. And then let's check in the sack and see what we've still got going on here. I've still got my 8 vouchers. Where's my booklet? Let's see. Look at my booklet. I've got 1 left on that one. Now, while all this is going on, while you're searching, you're actually going to be filling up your mind too. You're getting experience. When you do the arena and you go all the way through, you get a saturated mind, kind of like doing a bounty, which is pretty cool. But in the sewers, it's just adding up slowly over time. I've got 839 XP out of 990 in my head. See, now I've got 869. So really, you can run the sewers on any level character, level 0, level 1, level 100. It's all going to be about the same. For the most part, there's no combat at all. There is some type of special reward in the sewers. It's like a cache where you have a lot of blood script being offered, but there will be some type of creature, maybe a bandit or 2 or 3, defending it. So you want to make sure that you're not doing any kind of AFK scripting in this event. They do watch this kind of stuff pretty closely, especially since the amount of currency and resources that kind of trade hands during an event like this. If you get busted AFK scripting, you're liable to get a lot of your stuff confiscated. So definitely be at the keyboard when you run these types of scripts and play this kind of event. I got some kind of torque there. Often the screen just scrolls by so fast, it's easy to miss things. That's why you can kind of pause your script at any time. Makes it easier. Let's see. I got a necklace. Let's see what that one is. I got a torque too, I think. All right, so I did recall on both of those items. Let's see what we got here. The gold necklace, a rechargeable item, 0 charges, waving it. What an unusual activator. It's a necklace. I don't see how that makes much sense. It'll persist after the last magical charge has been expended, so it doesn't crumble, that's kind of nice. +2 agility bonus, that's not bad, but it's a necklace, it takes up a necklace slot. 2 dexterity bonus, 2 agility bonus. Maybe someone might want it, especially since it's not crumbling. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get much value out of that just because it's only +2. Ever since the addition of the ascension system, small enhancive items like that don't tend to be very valuable. I may be wrong on that. It really just depends on what the market will bear. And then the torque right here, pretty standard gem shop fodder. All right, back to my searching. Looks like I've killed my booklet and I'm down to 6 vouchers. So running this script, you're going to eat through your entry vouchers so quickly. So just keep that in mind. You can always pause your script with the PA, semicolon, UA to unpause. As soon as you do run out of entries, the script will stop. You can then use the ticket verb to kind of take a look and see what kind of currency you have working with right now. I've got, 1,800 blood script right now. You can, of course, withdraw that. You can sell that to other players. They can trade that for anything. You can trade it for the various currencies, silvers. You can even trade this for entry booklets. So it just depends on what the market will bear, what other people are willing to pay. A lot of this stuff that you get in the sewers is just going to be pawn shop fodder. Pawn shop or gem shop. Like, I know from experience, this is like a fire flaring weapon. It's probably like 0x +5, so 1x. But definitely a fire elemental, 5,500 silvers, 51 difficulty. Oh, that's cool. So it looks like the timing is based on when you loot the items. It looks like so far this run, maybe a couple extra things, a flail, a shield. Now, notice that I am saturated at this point. Completely saturated, 999. So I'm kind of curious if that's going to climb higher if I continue to do this. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was climbing higher. And in fact, it actually looks like it wasted a little bit. So when I get to the saturated effect, I might consider using one of the boosts, like Boost Absorb, or maybe a boost long-term. That way it'll take some of that experience. You're just trying to make sure not to waste any experience you're being offered, especially through an event like this. My script looks like it is failing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cancel the script and I'm just going to run it again right where I am and see if it works. Unpause. Yep. So if it bugs out on you, just kill it and restart it, unpause it. Part of the reason why this kind of stuff happens, this particular area, it changes a little bit. Sometimes the directions change. So it may get confused as far as where you're going. Eventually it'll fix itself, or you can just start it over. Or, obviously there are people out there saying, come on, you don't need a script to play this event. You can just search and enjoy it manually. You can just, use direction and hit search. You can do southeast, east, south. You don't have to search every room next to each other. You can move around a little bit. Okay, there's an alligator in here. What's up with the alligator? The alligator is too easy for me. Can I hug it? Well, it's not attacking me. I've never seen anything like a humongous alligator. Actually, I have. Okay, I'm sorry, but marshmallow lines of energy creep along the floor as another person walks by. That is just so dang cool. All right, let's finish out my searches. Okay, there's a mace. One more search. All right, I've got 2,400 blood script now at this point. Let's see, I've got 4 more vouchers. I think I'm actually going to save a couple of those and go do an arena run or 2, and I'll throw that in a separate video. So I hope you enjoyed this Improv gameplay Duskruin edition content. We're going to be doing some arena stuff as well, and we still have another content piece coming on the shopping, so look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.